Universal Practical Knowledge, the Philadelphia Division, here at 3226 Cheltenham Avenue in Philadelphia. We're standing in front of the school right now, getting a description of the 12 tribe sign that's been painted by one of the brothers that was in the school: Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, Zebulun, Ephraim, Manasseh, Gad, Reuben, Naphtali, Asher, Issachar. Those are the 12 tribes of Israel.
Shalom. Shalom. You've been waiting for this day, so this day has finally come. A lot of you have been wondering where this knowledge that you've been hearing is coming from, and the powerful truth that you've been hearing, how this was established. Well, we finally were able to arrange for the priests to come down from New York and spend some time with us. And I'd like to introduce them if I can. These are some great brothers. We're very glad to have them with us. We want to make them feel as warm as possible, because this is their work and the extension of their work and what they've laid down some time ago. I'd like to introduce, first of all, priest and Sixth Shield General, 4th in command in the nation of Israel, Lahab. I'd like to salute this brother, Macho. Barak. Yeshabim, which means sit. And I'm going to turn it over now to Priest General Lahab.
Water, brother. I'd like to say this, starting off, we're very impressed at your school here, and we're very impressed to see that the brothers and sisters in Philadelphia think enough of the Most High and the Bible and the truth and your nationality to be a part of this, because most of the brothers and sisters are running from the truth.
Hey, shalom everybody, this is Captain Marquardt at the ISUPK. I wanted to show you something real fast. We out here in Cleveland, Ohio. If you take a look up at these statues right here, this is a statue from the Civil War. And as you can see, some of the soldiers, white soldiers, they standing there looking like they're holding up the bear, right? But they see the black man with no shirt off, and he's holding up a stick as well. As that black people fought in so many wars in America, time after time and after time, and we reaped none of the benefits. So this statue right here is something that we need to take a look at and examine. And if you're a so-called black, Hispanic, and Native Indian man, woman, or child, join us July 30th to August 2nd. We're in Cleveland, Ohio right now. Whatever city you in the Midwest, especially outside of the Midwest, it don't even matter. Come to the Midwest 5 weekend under command of Johnny Hunter. You see these strong brothers I got standing with me, man. These brothers right here are priests of the Lord. We're going to be doing it live, Midwest 5 weekend, July 30th to August 2nd. If you're a black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, come and join us. It's going down. We got 4 days of jail.
Shalom. This is to all Israelite groups and all Israelite communities and all breakoffs from One West and breakoffs from breakoffs from breakoffs from breakoffs. No matter what rainbow uniform you wear, red, white, purple and white, all white, it don't matter. You should all treat the ISUPK like your weird, misunderstood Sabbaths. You shouldn't do anything until you counsel with the ISUPK. We'll tell you when and what to eat. We'll tell you who to marry. We'll tell you who to have sex with and how. We'll tell you how to resolve conflicts with your wives. We'll tell you how to resolve conflicts with your kids, your brothers, your sisters, your parents, your friends, everybody. We'll tell you when and how to pray. We'll tell you how to direct your life in a way that's pleasing to the Most High God of Israel and our Black King Yahushua, aka Jesus Christ. We will be to you instead of a God. Just like the Most High told Moses in Exodus 4:16 that Aaron would be to him instead of a mouth and he would be to Aaron instead of a God, that's what we'll do for you. It is what you all need because none of you know what the fuck you are doing. I pray you understand. Shalom.
You mean everything to me because I know you mean everything to Christ. And Christ means everything to me.
I called on the Lord. I said, that Father, this is real. Will you watch over me? Will you raise them up to be strong? I'm just a man with flesh. This is what you called for in your scriptures. You said they wore studs and fringes, they got it on. You said they will follow the law, they doing it. You said under Yahushua they ought to love one another, and they doing it.
All right, can y'all hear me? Y'all hear me just fine? Shalom's the ISUPK in Dallas, 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General, Your Honor. All right. Let's go ahead. Your name, rank, and registry, boy. Wapatazah Banya Howard Banya Sharala. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakatah.
Hey, guys, Corella.
All right. Let's go ahead and face east. Prayers. Most High's prayer in Hebrew, Abanaw. Shabbat Shemayim. Kodash. Hayah. Shemka. Yahweh. Malakwatka. Taba'ah. Ratazaka. Hayah. Aisha. Ba'aratazah. Kawa. Hayah. Bashemayim. Nathalanawa. Lakam. Kal. Yawam. Wasalakanawa. Kawafwafnawa. Kasalaknawa. Kawafwafyanawa. Wala'ah. Tabayanawa. Vanasaiwan. Abal. Hawashinawa. Mayun. Rai. Kayalaka. Hamalakwath. Wahala. Wahataparath. Lai Walamyum. Aman.
It's the Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. And forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not. Into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever so be it. Prayer to the power in Hebrew, Yahweh. Ba'ashem. Yahushai. Babakashah. Nathalanawa. Akak. Lar Ba'ah. Kal Makalah. Wakal Matawa. Akak. Ladahar Matazarayim. Akak. Lahakwim. Amathyam. Akak. Arakawaf. Atamalah. Lagarashan. Ba'ashem Yahushai.
So what aman?
This is a prayer to the power in English. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shah.
Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shah.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
The power to heal all manner of sickness.
Power to heal all manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
And all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
The power against unclean spirits.
To cast them out.
To cast them out.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it. This is the Psalms 121 prayer in the Hebrew. Asha Ayanya. Ahahariam. Ma'ayan. Yaba'ah. Isaiah. Isaiah Ma'an. Yahweh. Aisha. Shemayim. Wa'aradazah. Al-Yathan. Lamawat. Wagalka. Al-Yanawam. Shemarka. Hanala'ah. Yanawam. Wala'ah. Yayashun. Shawamar. Yasharala. Yahweh. Shemarka. Yahweh. Tazalka. Al-Yad. Yamyanka. Yawamam. Hashabash. La'ai Yakaka. Wayarak. Balayala. Yahweh. Yashamarka. Makal Rai. Yashamar. Afnapashka. Yahweh. Yashamar Tata'aka. Wabawa'aka. Mayata. Wa'aina Wulam.
Psalms 121 in English. I will lift up my eyes unto the hills.
I will lift up my eyes unto the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from Yahweh.
My help cometh from Yahweh.
Which made heaven and earth.
Which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
Behold.
Behold.
He that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep.
He that keepeth Israel will neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
Nor the moon by night.
Nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out.
And thy coming in.
And thy coming in.
From this time forth.
From this time forth.
And even forevermore.
And even forevermore. The blessings in Hebrew. Barak atah. Yahweh. Why Yahweh Shai? Wama Salakia. Wama Yakahala. Wa Alahayim. Mataza Ba'i. Alawak Yahana. Ha Alawapya. Ha Saranyam. Ha Katazayanyam. Ha Kakoyoyam. Wa Akwathian. Yahweh. Bashem. Yahweh Shai. So what Aman.
This is the blessings in English. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
And the angels.
Commanding General Yohana.
Commanding General Yohana.
The general.
The generals.
The captains.
The captains.
The officers.
The officers.
The troopers.
And
the sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it. Psalms 83 in Hebrew. Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Adonai Alaka.
Adonai Alaka.
All Thakarash.
All Thakarash.
Wa all Thashakwat.
All Thashakwat.
All. Kayahana.
Kayahana.
Awayabya. Yaka.
Awayabya.
Yahama Yawan.
Yahama Yawan.
Wama Shana Yaka. Salakia. Wama Shana Yaka.
Wama Shana
Yaka. Nashawa. Ra'ash. Alamaka. Yaira Yawanwa. Sawad. Wayataza Salaki. Wayataza Salaki. Wayataya Tazawa. All Taza from one Yaka. Amarwa. Lakawa. Wanakayakadam. Magaya. Wala'a. Yazakar. Shem Yasharala. Iwad. Kaya Nayatazawa. Lab. Yakadwa. All Yaka. All Yak. Yakarakwa. Ahoya. Adawam. Wayasha Mayayno. Mawa'aba. Wahagarium. Gabal. Wayamawan. Wa'amalak. Palashath. Yashabya. Tazawar. Gamashawar. Nalawa. Amam. Hayawa, Zarwai, Labanya Lawat, Salah, Ashalaham, Kamadian, Kasa Yasara, Kayabian, Wanakal, Wayashuan, Nashamadwa, Bayandara, Hayawa, Daman, La Adama, Shayathumwa, Nanayab Mawa, Ka Arab, Wakazaba, Wakazabak, Wakatazamanai, Kal Nasayakumwa, Ashar, Amarwa, Nayarashwa, I'm Salakia, Nayarasha, Lanawa, Ath, Naawaf, Alahayim, Alahaya, Shayathumwa, Kagalagala, Kakwash, Lapanya Rakah, Kaash, Thabaira, Yaira, Wakalahaba, Thalahat, Hayam, Kantarapadma, Basaraika, Wabasawapathka, Thabahalam, Mala'a, Panyaham, Palawan, Wayabakwashwa, Shemka, Yahweh, Yabashwa, Wayabahawa, Ayaid, Wayakaparwa, Wayabadwa, Wayadahiwa, Kaya, Atha, Shemka, Yahweh, Labaka, all your one. I'll call Harataza.
This is Psalms 83 in the English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still, O Yahweh.
And be not still, O Yahweh.
For
lo,
thy enemies make a tumult.
Thine enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
And they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said,
Come,
and let us cut them off from being a nation.
And let us cut them off from being a nation.
That the name of Israel may be no more remembered.
That the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom.
And the Israelites.
And the Israelites. Of Moab.
And the Hagarenes.
And the Hagarenes.
Gabal and Ammon.
Gabal and Ammon.
And Amalek.
And Amalek.
The Philistines.
The Philistines.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
Assur is also joined with them.
Assur is also joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah.
Salah.
Do unto them.
Do unto them.
As unto the Midianites.
As unto the Midianites.
As to Sisera.
As to Sisera.
As to Jabin.
As to Jabin.
At the brook of Kison.
At the brook of Kison.
Which perished at Endor.
Which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Oreb.
Make their nobles like Oreb.
And like Zeb.
And like Zeb.
Yea.
Yea.
All their princes as Zebah.
All their princes as Zebah.
And as Zalmunna.
And as Zalmunna.
Who said.
Let
us take to ourselves.
Let us take to ourselves.
The houses of God in possession.
The houses of God in possession.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Make them like a wheel.
Make them like a wheel.
As the stubble before the wind.
As the stubble before the wind.
As the fire burning for wood.
As the fire burneth the wood.
And as the flame set the mountains on fire.
And as the flame set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them.
So persecute them.
With thy tempest.
With thy tempest.
And make them afraid.
And make them afraid.
With thy storm.
With thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with shame.
That they may seek thy name, O Yahweh.
That they might seek thy name, O Yahweh.
Let them be confounded and troubled forever.
Let them be confounded and troubled forever.
Yea.
Yea.
Let them be put to shame and perish.
Let them be put to shame and perish.
That men may know.
That men may know.
That thou whose name alone is Yahweh.
That thou whose name alone is Yahweh.
Art the most high over all the earth.
Art the most high over all the earth. Let's go ahead and take our seats. The water, everybody is joining us. Let me say shalom to everybody that's with us. Prince Ski, shalom. What's happening, warrior? Who else we got here? Trooper Uriah, shalom, warrior. Officer Kwadashi Allah, what's going on, Hebrew? Yeah, how about Shim Yahshua Brakatah all the way to Houston? All right. And when she gets in, we'll say shalom to Sister Angel as well. All right. Let's get on with the Sabbath service. At any times, if you just happen to have questions, y'all can go ahead and ask them. We won't turn them down. Gonna pick up from where we were last week, which was we were in Deuteronomy, the 9th chapter. We had just done the 6th verse. I'm gonna go ahead and get Deuteronomy 7 and 8. I'll attempt the Hebrew while Priest and Officer Mapatazar the English. All right, Deuteronomy 9 and 7 in Hebrew. Zakar, Shakah, Al, Ashar, Quatazap, Yahweh, Alahayim, Quatazap, Madabar, Man, Yawam, Ashar, Yataza, Aratazah, Matazariam, Ide, Bawa'ah, Ide, Zah, Makwawam, Hayah, Marah, I'm Yahweh. Verse 8. Karab, Quatazap, Yahweh, Quatazap, Anap, Yahweh, Anap, Bakam, Shamad, Atah.
This is Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 9, verse 7 and 8 in the English. Remember and forget not how thou provokest the Lord thy God to wrath in the wilderness from the day that thou didst depart out of the land of Egypt. Until ye came unto this place, you have been rebellious against the Lord. Verse 8. Also in Horeb ye provoked the Lord to wrath, so that the Lord was angry with you to have destroyed you.
Okay, so what he's doing is he's trying to use this 40 years as you all's life experience. How y'all are supposed to live. He's telling you you're a rebellious people because even though you were in his presence, you were sinning against him anyway. I'm saying, y'all gotta, if you're doing this the right way, you gotta look at the Lord as your actual father, which he is. You know what I'm saying? He allowed your father to go in your mother and bring you here. You know what I'm saying? So he's your dad, even on a level more than just the physical. You know what I'm saying? And his punishment that he's speaking of is all having to do with destroying our people just because they went off into idolatry. That's what he's talking about. So he's telling them, y'all niggas is rebellious. So y'all just remember what I did to your fathers and your grandfathers, the ones who didn't get right. That's all he's saying right here. He killed them. And he wants that. He don't want to have to kill y'all too, but he's gonna let you know. He's gonna whoop your ass. You know what I'm saying? Your father told you to do something, you had to do it, or there was consequences. That's how we got consequences. That's how we learn consequences. And before mama ran daddy off like they've been doing this generation, every young man understood there were consequences for your actions. And your consequences was your pops coming after you, belt in hand, getting ready to put in some work. They didn't necessarily want to do, but he understood he had to do it for your good, for your benefit. You all that don't have kids yet, Officer Mabadazar, y'all gonna learn that pretty soon. But yeah, I'm a dad. A couple other brothers in here are dads, so we know. All right, let's get Deuteronomy 9:9. Ilah, Har, Laquak, Lawa, Abun, Lawa, Barayath, Ashar, Yahweh, Karath, Aim, Yashab, Har, Arabayam, Yawam, Arabayam, Loyal, Akal, La, Akal, Lakam, La'a, Shatha, Mayam.
This,
Good.
this is a book of Deuteronomy chapter 9, verse 9. When I was gone up into the mount to receive the tablets of stone, even the tablets of the covenant which the Lord made with you, then I abode in the mount 40 days and 40 nights, and neither did eat bread nor drink water.
So Moses dropping down pretty heavy. He was up there in the mountains, getting the law, statutes, and commandments from the Most High, and he endured like crazy because he didn't have anything to drink. He didn't have any food because he had a duty to do. You know what I'm saying? He knew the Lord was going to deliver him from that. You know what I'm saying? He's going to make sure he don't die, obviously, from thirst or starvation. But he didn't have anything to eat. He just kept him going. You know what I'm saying? He had a duty to do. Brother had to get them laws, and he had to put it, the commandments on the table of stone, and the rest of the laws he had to jot that basically from memory. Y'all understand? So he's basically letting Israel know how important these laws, statutes, and commandments are, because this is what's going to be. This is going to be the entire what's the word I'm looking for? The entire charge of our nation is going to be what separates us from everybody else. Okay, hey, shalom, Sister Siri. Remember now, Akwats are sisters now. The brothers would be Ak or Akim. Is that right? All right. Let's go ahead and do verse 10. Deuteronomy 9 and 10 in the Hebrew. Nathan, Yahweh. Nathan, all. Shanayam, Lawa, Abun, Kathab, Atazabai, Alahayim, Al, Kal, Debar, Ashar, Yahweh, Debar, Aim, Har, Thawak, Ash, Yawam, Quahal.
It's Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 9, verse 10 in English. And the Lord delivered unto me 2 tablets of stone, written with the finger of God. And on them was written according to all the words which the Lord spake with you in the mount, out of the midst of the fire in the day of their assembly.
Okay. Okay, Salakia for that, Sister Sierra. I didn't know you were speaking to Sister Angel, though, so Salakia for that. All right. Correction that wasn't needed. But repeat verse 10 again.
Come. It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 9, verse 10. And the Lord delivered unto me 2 tablets of stone, written with the finger of God. And on them was written according to all the words which the Lord spake with you in the mount, out of the midst of the fire in the day of the assembly.
Okay, so he's basically telling y'all, again, everything I wrote came from the Most High. You know what I'm saying? So this is how you're supposed to keep the charge. This is how you're supposed to keep, how you're supposed to do life. You know what I'm saying? Not according to the world, but according to him. Let me ask you this. Our brothers and sisters that go to church, are they doing that? They're going totally according to their lust and their wants. And that ain't what the Most High is asking for. He didn't ask for women standing over a congregation teaching. He didn't ask for your pastor to be a pimp and an adulterer. He didn't ask for your choir director and the whole choir to be a bunch of homosexuals. He didn't ask for none of that. That's just people doing their own will, calling themselves a Christian and still smoking weed. See how you know the Lord ain't in there? You know what I'm saying? Let's get verse 11 and 12. We'll do both of them. Deuteronomy 9th chapter, 11th verse. Hayah, Quadazah, Araba'ayim, Yawam, Araba'ayim, Layal, Yahweh, Nathan, Al, Lawa, Shanayim, Lawa, Abun, Lawa, Bariath. Verse 12. Amar, Yahweh, Amar, Al, Qawam, Yarad, Mahar, Za, Kaya, Aim, Ashar, Yadazah, Matazariam, Shakath, Sawar, Mahar, Sawar, Man, Asalak Mana, Darak, Ashar, Tazawa, Aisha, Laham, Masaka.
It's book of Deuteronomy, chapter 9, verse 10 and 11 in English. Oh, Salaki. I mean, 11 and 12, that's what you mean?
Come on.
Okay, 11 and 12 in English. And it came to pass at the end of 40 days and 40 nights that the Lord gave me the 2 tablets of stone, even the tablets of the covenant. Verse 12. And the Lord said unto me, Arise, get thee down quickly from hence, for thy people which thou hast brought forth out of Egypt have corrupted themselves. They are quickly turned aside out of the way which I commanded them. They have made them a molten image.
Y'all know what that was, right?
Okay.
Okay, so Right away, the Lord had to send them down there because they were already pissed them off. They had set them to wrath, basically. Because as I explained before, the one thing he hates is that whole thing with idol worship, creating images or what have you and worshiping it. They were literally feasting to it, which drove him to anger. And he had already basically said to himself, because of that, these Negroes ain't going into they ain't going to promised land. So we're gonna start now trying to get the younger men and women ready. Because they would out me 40 days and 40 nights. It's all it took for them to go back to return to their old vomit. Where did they learn cow worship from? They learned it from Egypt. Well, anybody know which one of their Egyptian totems was the bull? Can anybody look that up? You brothers and sisters online, look up the Egypt bull worship. Sister Parah, shalom, princess. How you doing?
I forget which one it was. I used to know.
I think I know, but I want to be 100% certain.
I know it's not Set or Cyrus.
Oh, you're found it.
What is it, Trooper Cabal?
It says the peace deity
That's the one. Go ahead.
was sacred and living bull worship in ancient Egypt. It centered in Memphis. He served as the physical incarnation and herald of the creator God.
Okay.
Symbolizing fertility, royal power, strength, only one sacred deity.
It was stupid. It's stupid, it's stupid expecting to get power from the image of a damn bull. I'm saying so. And it's what made Egyptians stupid. The Lord didn't care about the Egyptians, though he cared about Israel. And when you go back on your word right off bat and going into everything you did in Egypt, bull worship, it pissed them off. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So, like, if I may.
Go ahead.
I feel like this scripture is another cut on the whole God loves everybody doctrine. Because one thing Christians will try to argue, they'll be like, oh well, the Most High didn't deal with the Egyptians because they were sinning or they were worshiping other gods. But here we're reading that the Israelites even turned their back on Most High God, but they were still God's chosen people,
Right,
over the Egyptians.
right.
So it had nothing to do with the fact that they weren't keeping the commandments of the law because the law wasn't given to them.
Right.
To begin with.
Commandments never went to the Egyptians, so the Lord didn't pretty much care what they did. When it comes to our people that it's in the church, all the best daggers to give them is something that applies to the nations, and the Lord didn't give it to them. You know what I'm saying? The Lord didn't give the nations anything. He might have gave a blessing, a time or two, like, Esau got the blessing of the sword. Ishmael got the blessing to be a mighty nation. But that's not, understand that blessings aren't covenant. You know what I'm saying? Even in the New Testament, when Christ healed that woman whose daughter was, had the devil in her, what did she have to do first? Because she wasn't of the 12 tribes, what was the first thing she had to do? Go ahead. Except her, not only her, but who else? Now who else? You almost there. Her entire nation / race of people. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we call nations now. We brought them down to race. You know what I'm saying? And since we don't have our identity, people don't know that when they talk bad about the black race, they're talking about one of the 12 tribes. In fact, the head tribe. So it's all of that, so our whole point is edification. But Races or nations, they're intertwined. You know what I'm saying? The reason that's so hard for some people to understand is because we've been indoctrinated into the Babylonian philosophy of all nations being as one, and that ain't the way the Lord wanted. The Lord destroyed the Tower of Babel for that reason. We belong to him. We don't belong to the other nations. Can y'all understand that? Let's go to verses 13 and 14. Deuteronomy 9 and 13 in the Hebrew. Amar, Yahweh, Amar, All, Amar, La'ah, Zah, Aim, Hana, Hawa, Aim, Hoshah, Irab, Aim. Verse 14. Rapah, Man, Rapah, Shemad, Maha, Sham, Thakath, Shamayam, Aisha, Atha, Gawoya, Itazawam, Rob, Man. Where were we just now? We were on
13. 9, 13, and 14.
yeah, we're getting 14. Rapah, Man, Rapah, Shamad, Maha, Sham, Thakath, Shamayam, Aisha, Ath, Gawaya, Itazawam, Rob, Man. I think we did that one already. Let's go to 15. Panah, Yarad, Man, Har, Bayar, Ash, Shanayam, Lawa, Shanayam, Lawa, Barayath, Al, Yad, Shanayam, Yad.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 9, verse 13 through 15 in English. Furthermore, the Lord spake unto me, saying, I have seen this people, and behold, it is the stiff-necked people. Verse 14. Let me alone, that I may destroy them, and blot out their name from under heaven, and I will make of thee a nation mightier and greater than thee. Verse 15. So I turned and came down from the mount, and the mount burned with fire, and the 2 tablets of the covenant were in my 2 hands.
Okay, so we're basically playing over, like I said with Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy is usually just a review of everything that went on in Exodus and Leviticus and in Numbers. So that's basically all we're doing now. All right. Let's get 16. Deuteronomy 9 and 16. Ra'ah, Hana, Kata, Yahweh, Alahayim, Aisha, Lakam. You all right, boy?
Yeah, I'm all right.
All right. Igal, Masakah, Igal, Sawar, Mahar, Man, Darak, Ashar, Yahweh, Tazawa, Atah.
This book of Deuteronomy, chapter 9, verse 16 in English. And I looked, and behold, ye had sinned against the Lord your God, and had made to a golden calf. Ye had turned aside quickly out of the way which the Lord had commanded you.
It was just that quick. We're not too long been coming out of Egypt. And all it took, like I said, was 40 days and 40 nights. The Most High pulled Moses aside and laid down the law. And he had basically got away from the rest of the children. He was just dealing with Moses, because that's how the Most High rolls. He rolls through one person for the most part. And he got his choice already, Moses. And all it took was 40 days and 40 nights. Though Moses endured, hardly slept, didn't eat, didn't drink. Our people, what did they do? They instantly thought the Lord had abandoned them and went back to their old vomit and started worshiping the cow. As Trooper Cabal had read, went back to Apis worship and drove the Lord to anger. We're going to go to 17 and 18 now. The water, everybody is joining us online. Like I said, if y'all got any questions, we got the answers. Deuteronomy 9 and 17, I'll read 17 and 18 in the Hebrew. Thapash, Lawa, Shanayam, Lawa, Shalak, Al, Yad, Shanayam, Yad, Shabar, Ayan. Verse 18. Nepal, Panayam, Yahweh, Ra'ashwan, Arabayam, Yawam, Arabayam, Layal, Akal, La'a, Akal, Lakam, La'a, Shatha, Mayam, Al, Kal, Kata'ath, Ashar, Kata, Aisha, Ra'ai, Ayan, Yahweh, Kaisa. Go ahead.
This book of Deuteronomy, chapter 9, verse 17 and 18 in English. And I took the two tablets and cast them out in my two hands and brake them before your eyes. Verse 18, and I fell down before the Lord as at the first 40 days and 40 nights. I did neither eat bread nor drink water because of all your sins which ye sinned in doing wickedly in the sight of the Lord to provoke him to anger.
A lot was done to get Israel there, and they just forgot about it. So it took a lot to redeem Israel, even as they were going off. Because as you all know, Moses had to plead for the children. You know what I'm saying? Because they went off that bad, and the Lord wanted to do away. We just read it. The Lord wanted to do away with them right there, right then and there on the spot, and then create a nation mightier than them, one that would follow. But Moses got the Lord to stay his hand, basically, as General Muhammad would say. Got him to stay his hand and stop that wrath from coming upon him. Now, the Most High had already decided he was going to kill him. He was going to kill them Negroes. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't do it just outright. He just decided he was going to take on the next generation, with the exception of Joshua and Caleb. Like I said last week, they were the only ones that came out of Egypt and went into the promised land. We are in verse 19 now, right? Gonna get 19 and 20. Deuteronomy 9 and 19 in the Hebrew. Kaya, Yagar, Panayam, Ap, Kama, Ashar, Yahweh, Quadazap, Al, Shamad, Atah, Shammai, Yahweh, Shammai, Al, Pa'ayim, Hawa'ah, Pa'ayim, Gum. Verse 20. Sharawan, Yahweh, Anap, Ma'ad, Anap, Aharon, Salakia, Aharon, Shemad, Palal, Ba'id, Aharon, Gum, Aitha, Hawa, Aitha.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 9, verse 19 and 20 in English. For I was afraid of the anger and hot displeasure wherewith the Lord was wroth against you to destroy you. But the Lord hearkened unto me at that time also. Verse 20. And the Lord was very angry with Aaron to have destroyed him, and I prayed for Aaron also at the same time.
Just Moses reminding them what they did, what he did for them. You know, he prayed for them at a time where the Lord was going to wipe them out. Rebellion just would not be tolerated. All it's going to do is kill you. Not a word in the comment section about the wine. I'm serious. I'm being as Torah obedient as anybody by having it. Y'all understand? All right. Go ahead, Brother Charles. What you got?
Sir, if I could. So this is say that even today there are generations that are, I would say, wicked in other generations, like right now.
Explain that.
Well, like I said, the only two that were able to walk into the promised land from their past generation come from, and I was just assuming it just keeps going that way. This generation might be wickeder than the next generation.
In some ways, but I think that the more our people come into this understanding, we're getting at least a little by little less wicked than the generation previous. You know what I'm saying? That's just my personal opinion. It's hard. You know, we got people, all types of people that come into the ISUPK, And they didn't stay, it's been about 50-50 as far as people staying and leaving. But a few of the people who left have come back since I've been in this truth, and others are coming back. And once they get outside of their own self and start doing what the Most High say, they become less wicked. They want to live the straight and narrow like they're supposed to live. How the Lord wanted blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans to live from the beginning, going all the way back to your ancestors. Let's take our Native American brothers and sisters for a minute, what we call the First Nation people, or as they call themselves because they were first on this island. They were wicked as hell, back in the land, going into idolatry. That's why the Lord allowed them to go into captivity under the Assyrians. You read that in 2 Kings, 17th chapter. But when once you read in the Apocrypha, you say you read that they escaped captivity and wanted to go to a land that no man knew. That was his land. And when they came here, they at least tried to be more righteous than their previous generations, and they were keeping feast at that time. They were wearing garments with fringes. They even got a garment in DC's museum right now, old Native American garment. You can see the Shield of David. You can see the 7-branch menorah, all on the garment. You know what I'm saying? A good inspiration for the garments we wear. But though they may have been a little bit more righteous than the previous, still they were going off in some ways. Run out of turkey feathers, they go and get eagle feathers, which is off because the eagle is as unclean a bird as there is. So it's all about I would just sum it up by saying it's all about bringing righteousness to each family in this generation. And that starts with men like you and me. We got to pass that on to our kids so they can pass it on to theirs. And that's all the things the Lord want to see with our people. Obedience and compliance. Because it's a culture, I always harken back to culture that he gave us. Only religious people look at it as law. This is culture. This is what makes us more righteous than other people. We're now in verse 21, right? Make sure there's no other. Come on, Cabal, what you got?
Okay, so I have a quick question. So you said that
Yes, absolutely. Nobody else was commanded to keep the Passover and the Feast of Unleavened Bread and the Memorial of Trumpets and the Day of Atonement but us. Because we're the Lord's portion. We are in Deuteronomy 9 and 21. Atah, Laqua, Karaath, Igal, Ashar, Aishah, Sharap, Atah, Ash, Katath, Atah, Yatab, Ide, Daquak, Ipar, Shalak, Ipar, all, Nakal, Yarad, Manah, Har. Verse 22. Thabaira, Masah, Quabarath, Hatawa. That was one word, by the way. Quabarath, Hathawa, Haya, Yahweh, Quadazop.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 9, verse 21 and 22 in English. And I took your sin, the calf which ye had made, and burnt it with fire, and stamped it, and ground it very small, even until it was as small as dust. And I cast the dust thereof into the brook that descended out of the mountains. Verse 22. And at Taberah, and at Masah, and at Kabrath,
Sound it on out now. Sound it out.
Kabrath Hatavah. You provoked the Lord to wrath.
And just keep in mind, when I said it, I was saying it in Hebrew. Just to give y'all a little preview, the hardest words to say in Hebrew are the words attributed to the nations. Like their cities, their nations, the name of their kings. They're the hardest ones to get. Because it's like it's trying to get another language into yours. You know what I'm saying? But the Most High, Moses is saying that he was the one, through the Spirit of the Lord who burnt that bull totem, that image. You know what I'm saying? And every time we go to camp, we burn totems and false idols too. How many times do we step on white Jesus when we get into the school? When we at camp, we carrying them and we throwing them down on the ground or what have you, stepping on it, making people step on it. It's the same thing. We're killing the image. We're killing that idol just to show you that it has no power compared to the Lord. How many times have you looked at our videos and we're throwing Qurans on the ground? We're picking up rocks and throwing it, letting you know that rocks have no power. None of us gonna be going over to. We look at our people that are Muslim just real crazy because they take flights over there to Saudi Arabia for their little shahada or what have you, and then they get before that rock and they pray to it and they fondle it and they kiss it and do all this other nonsense. So when we're at camp and we're grabbing rocks and we're throwing them, we're trying to show our people rocks don't have power. Go ahead, Lob Garage.
They worship the rock like that because it came from like a special
Come
fear.
on. Yeah. Well, just ask them what is Allah giving them lately? Since he gave you that rock for y'all to take a pilgrimage to Saudi Arabia and pray before it and kiss it and fondle it and make love to it and what have you. What is he giving you since? When y'all meet our Muslim brothers and they try to tell y'all that the worst are the ones that say they don't worship. Yet all I got to do is put in a cobblestone in the YouTube on the YouTube page, enter cobblestone, and I'm seeing all the believers of all nationalities, all going around that rock. They're excited. They pray. They send about 1 million prayers toward it, and they fondle it, and they kiss it, and they stick their head inside. That Kevin Gates moron. He stuck his head in, and keep in mind, he got a cross tattooed on his forehead, and he sticks his head inside the damn Kaaba and does all the nonsense, just like all the other believers, Islamic believers do. And yet when you call them out on it, they'll say they're not worshiping. It sure the hell look like they're worshiping it to me. Does anybody else get that? Triple Cabal.
Worship those idols.
Yeah.
Idol worship. I was just bringing good luck and it protects me.
From who? And from what?
The eye, the whole race. You know what I'm saying?
All of these Catholicism is heavy on idolatry. Y'all know what I'm saying? That's where Christians get it from. Don't let any of them tell you that Christianity don't come from Catholicism, because it does. All it takes is a knowledge of the history, and all it takes is a little research. That's where it comes from. Catholicism is the father of all Christian religions. Period. Where do you think the Christians get the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost Trinity thing from? You know what I'm saying? Christ didn't have a father. Where'd that come from? Because it's so easy for, in America, they want to rip everything from their dad, even the kids. But the fact is, Catholicism is the father of Christianity. That is a fact. Nothing changes that. And when you talk to our brothers that are Catholic, ask them, who are these idols that are on those candles or what have you? They'll have some with Caesar Borgia on it, and then others with like certain other men and women, all of them white, by the way. Try to get our Latino brothers to explain that. So your good luck only comes from a candle with some cracker on it. I tell you what, open your eyes and read the news. When our Latino brothers are running from ICE agents, is that luck? Getting dragged out of their house, having the hell beat out of them, and thrown into a car so they can go to some detention camp, and the ultimate goal is deportation. Ask them, how does that? Since it's basically the same thing, you think you're lucky getting this candle with some cracker on it. That's supposed to luck, but in reality, y'all got crackers running after y'all, dragging y'all out your house, dragging you off your job, beating the hell out of you with the intent of taking you to an ICE detention camp, starving you and beating you some more before they deport you. It just goes, our people need to have some consciousness and quit letting a man-made religion close your eyes. You know what I'm saying? Look around at what the hell is happening to him. And that same ICE agent that's kicking your ass, he's a Christian or a Catholic too, in most cases.
They go to the same church.
Yeah. Absolutely. Because a lot of them are so-called Latino, even though I question that personally. Because I don't see how you can call yourself a so-called Hispanic and then put on that uniform and then go out there and torment your own people like that. Go ahead.
I have a comment that I think it's something like a spirit that's in them. This what they call it over there in those countries. They have those same type of police also that they like beating up on people.
Yeah.
It's like this evil spirit that's in them. It just keeps coming back and back. So.
Because in some cases, them ain't even real Hispanics. Those are Edomites calling themselves Hispanics. And in some cases, they are actual Hispanic or Latinos, they're actual Hispanic and Latinos, but they got a colonized mind. They got a
self-hatred.
I don't know, self-hatred also, but it could go to Stockholm syndrome in a way. They want to please their little Edomite masters, so they think the only way they can do that is go out there and and cause hell to their own people and torment their own people. So-called Negroes and West Indians do the same thing. We got that bad too. I remember hearing about that brother in Memphis had the hell beat out of him by 6 cops, all black, and he was killed. I forget the brother's name. Yeah, Khan. Brother had development problems and everything. They sat up there and beat. They bought hell to the last few minutes of that brother's life, and each one of the cops was black. Mark of the beast for real, for real. Go ahead.
I was saying, you seen that one brother on TikTok who he always speak against the black community or talk down on black people.
Is that Officer Tatum?
Is that who he is?
I think that is. That's one of the latest little tools. White supremacy and deputized to go out there and speak against our own people. His recent videos has him questioning the Tulsa riots, basically.
Oh, yeah, that's a very identical.
And so every time I come across a video he's speaking, I don't even go into arguments. What I do is I will leave a gift with a raccoon on it. Y'all know I'm twisted a little bit. Y'all know that. All right, but go ahead, Brother Charles.
Saying, like this week, you're hearing about another brother in Wisconsin who goes to the barn, but Edomites, and they beat him. He's 14 years old. Beat him down and won't throw him in the meat grinder.
Really?
They're just trying to show us these are not your friends.
Yeah.
So
I can't.
Tell you what, go ahead.
The only thing I hate more than the white man is a coon. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like with the white man, it's kind of like you kind of what you see is what you get. You know, I expect them to hate us as people. That's how it's been for years. So it is what it is. But a coon, it's like, bro, that's your brother and sister getting beat on, and you want to side with them? I can't.
Far as a coon is concerned, the white man's his brother and sister too. That's what Christianity does to you. You know what I'm saying?
Whole time,
I guarantee you, Officer Tatum's a Christian, without question.
Whole time you think you earning brownie points by like talking down against your own people. The whole time they'll stick you out too.
Yeah.
You know, and you still a nigga.
Yeah.
You know, they'll see you.
In their eyes, you're us. Go ahead, Lahab Garage. Who's surprised by that? But here's something y'all gonna hate. ISUPK Dallas should hate Officer Tatum for this reason. He's from Fort Worth. Born there. Let me tell you something. On behalf of our brothers in Fort Worth, I don't claim him. Yeah. The ISUPK don't have nothing to do with white girl marrying Officer Tatum, who hates his people. But yet, he lets one white woman neuter him every time he's on her show. That Nancy Grace chick. She kicks his ass whenever she wants to. The only reason I even watch it is because I'm waiting on her to tell him to shut the F up. And if she tells him that, there ain't nothing he can do about it. But say, yes, mistress.
Yes,
Yes, let me check the comments real quick. Sister Siri, the same with celebrating Christmas. Christians know it's a pagan. They know it is, but they're not going to stop celebrating. Not ever. Because Christians are coons. Tool of Satan. Con, sis.
That is a t-shirt.
What would the t-shirt say?
Christians are coons.
Con. Excellent. Now, if y'all make that at home, be sure it stays at home. I don't want to see it at camp. But, you know, it ain't time for that yet. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a time when we call our people a bunch of coons and Sambos and Oreos. And I don't say Uncle Tom because Uncle Tom was actually a hero when y'all read about Josiah Henson. But I know his brothers in the school that do say the term Uncle Tom, and they don't use it in a positive. They use it towards the sellout to our race.
It's got to be like a sad existence to be a black man and go in the mirror every day and just hate yourself. Like just every day you just hate everything that look like you. Like and it's crazy the way they speak. It's like you talk so bad about them. It's almost like they don't know they're black. You know what I'm saying? Like they look in the mirror and they see a white man.
Yeah.
You know?
But you know what? I'm glad Officer Mapatazar brought that out. You know one brother that definitely had that sickness that Officer Mapatazar is talking about? Come on, let me get a few of you brothers a name. Name him. He died a couple of years ago. I give you a hint. Heisman Trophy.
Big head.
Come on. You got it. Come on.
O.J. Simpson.
Goddamn O.J. Simpson. Ola Renthal. Let me tell you something. O.J. At the time O.J. won that Heisman, I think in the late 60s, there was a whole lot that brother could have done positive for us. But now, you know, and we loved O.J., didn't we not? Loved the hell out of him, like we do all our athletes, whether they're even good people or not, or rappers or whatever. We love every one of them. And then all of a sudden, they get accepted by mainstream white people. Con. Sister Parra said in O.J. Simpson's own words, "I'm not black, I'm O.J." Con. I remember when he said that. The water, Sister Parra, appreciate that, sis. But that's simply what he was. But then he starts getting abuse cases from going upside that white woman's face, going upside that white woman's head, and it don't matter. And then that white woman ended up dead. Her and some other white boy that was, I guess, had eyes on him, you know, because only somebody who wants to get laid is going to a woman's house to give her back whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then you hanging out with all that. That's him running the play, basically. You know what I'm saying? So allegedly, OJ killed both of them, and all of a sudden, what happened? White America turned on him. Then he got found not guilty, beat the case and everything. They all turned on him. He couldn't get no job no more. They bled him in civil court. It was all, and then they railroaded him because when he did go to prison, he went on bull crap. You know what I'm saying? And what was he doing at the end of his life? Who knows? Nah, well, he was doing that, but who was the only people letting him on the air? Cameron and Mace, that It Is What It Is podcast, which, by the way, if y'all ain't watching that, that's basically the cure to depression right there. I'll just let y'all know. Cause them Negroes funny as hell. But OJ would show up every week on there and do and do segments, half the show with Cameron and Mace. And hell, he was funny as hell too. I ain't gonna lie, OJ had me laughing my ass off. And he was doing that right up until he died. So after shunning the black women, Trooper Urase still chasing white women. He was still doing that. That was just his type. You know what I'm saying? OJ liked the blonde, skinny ass white woman. He literally said it. But after being in that circle, you know, around white folks, living in Beverly Hills and shit, as Sister Parra pointed out, he ain't black, he's OJ. You know, under the spell that they all loved him, and of course they casted him out the minute they thought they didn't get the justice they wanted on him. You know what I'm saying? We'll talk off camera what we thought OJ did it or not, all right? Get the ISUPK's position on whether OJ did it or not. But towards the last year of his life, what was he doing? He was on Cameron and Mace's podcast, basically giving insights on sports, giving insights on relationships. It ain't like he get on the air anywhere else. Trooper Lahab Karash about to like. Y'all can see Trooper Lahab Karash when I said that. He's like, what? But no, that was what he came back to it. You know what I'm saying? Why leave us to begin with? Just be with your people. Because we ain't going to turn on you unless you turn on us.
Nobody's going to love you like your own people.
I'm saying, yeah. OJ had me cracking up the last year of his life, yeah. Go back. Any of y'all this weekend, if y'all ain't got nothing to do, go back and watch that one appearance OJ made on that show, that It Is What It Is podcast, where he was talking about confess.
Confess.
Yeah, just confess.
Oh.
Yeah, he had me cutting up. I almost busted a gut laughing. But y'all would have to get the context of that. What verse was on? I lost my verse.
No, verse 22, right?
We on verse 22? No, we did 22.
Oh,
yeah, we did that. We doing 23. Come on. Deuteronomy 9 and 23 in Hebrew. Sister Angel laughing. Are you shalom, sis? Deuteronomy 9 and 23 in the Hebrew. Likewise, when Yahweh sent you from Salakia, let's get it in Hebrew. Up here taking my Potazar's job. Let me get this again. All right. Deuteronomy 9 and 23 in Hebrew. Shalak. Yahweh. Shalak. Atah. Kodash Baranai. Amar. Ilah. Yerash. Aratazah. Amar. Nathan. Lakam. Marah. Pa. Yahweh. Alahayim. La'ah. Aman. La'ah. Wala. Shemai. Quawal. Verse 24. Hayah. Marah. I'm Yahweh. Yawam. Yadai. Atah. Verse 25. Nepal. Panayam. Yahweh. Araba'ayam. Yawam. Atah. Araba'ayam. Layal. Ashar. Nepal. Kaya. Yahweh. Amar. Shamad. Atah.
This book of Deuteronomy, chapter 9, verse 23 and 24 in English.
And 25.
And 25.
Okay.
Likewise, when the Lord sent you from Kadesh Barnea, saying, Go up and possess the land which I have given you, then you rebelled against the commandment of the Lord your God, and you believed him not, nor hearkened to his voice. Verse 24. You have been rebellious against the Lord from the day that I knew you. Verse 25. Thus I fell down before the Lord 40 days and 40 nights, as I fell down at first, because the Lord had said he would destroy you.
Yeah, Moses had to literally put in work just to keep them alive. You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord wanted to do away with them. Because they broke. I mean, he don't want you breaking any commandment, but that one commandment he don't want broke is what? Yeah, very first one. Somebody get Exodus 20 and 3 for me. Not you, Ak, but let's get one of the troopers getting in there. Exodus 20 and 3. Give it to me.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 3. Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
Hear that? Y'all hear that in Israel? Thou shalt have no other God before me. Go ahead. Come on.
Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image.
No graven image. No bull.
Or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth.
In no way are we supposed to make an idol. Even that picture of black Jesus we got of Yahushua, even that's just for edification. We don't worship it. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't want to break that commandment. You know what I'm saying? Nobody look at that image as Yahushua. That's just an image of what Revelations, the 1st chapter, and Daniel, the 10th chapter, says he looked like. Nobody here, I better not catch nobody here trying to worship that image. I'm going to get you out of here, all right? Yeah. All that is for edification. Y'all ain't finna curse me or any other brother you're trying to do right. Deuteronomy, where we're in 26. Let's get that. The water of everybody that's with us right now. See 4 people hanging in there with us. Deuteronomy 9 and 26. Palal, Yahweh, Amar, Adonai, Yahweh, Shakath, Aim, Nakala, Ashar, Padah, Gadal, Ashar, Yataza, Matazaraim, Yad, Kazak, Yad.
This book of Deuteronomy, chapter 9, verse 26. I prayed therefore unto the Lord and said, O Lord God, destroy not thy people and thine inheritance, which thou hast redeemed through thy greatness, which thou hast brought forth out of Egypt with a mighty hand.
That's Moses again. That's Moses making supplication. Basically, he's begging the Lord, don't kill them all. At least not right away. You know what I'm saying, he's saying, don't go and burn them all or swallow them up just yet. We are in verse. Let's get 27. Deuteronomy 9 and 27 in the Hebrew. Zakar, Ibad, Abba Rahim, Yatazakak, Wayakwab, Panah, all. Quashayah, Aim, Zahah, Aim, all. Rashai, all. Kata'ath.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 9, verse 27. Remember thy servants, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Look not unto the stubbornness of this people, nor to their wickedness, nor to their sin.
In other words, don't define them by going off this one time. You know what I'm saying? Don't kill them all just because they went off this one time. Even though, again, that's commandment 1. Commandments 1 and 2 that Trooper Lahab Karash read. They were the first 2 commandments. Just to let you know the importance the Lord put on them. Don't worship any other God. Don't give my praise to any other God, which our people in the church do that all the time because they give their praises to white Jesus. And don't make any images under heaven. Now, of course, the heathen are going to do it because they're the heathen. Here's a question. I know you got the answer to this. Have the Muslims ever made an image to their God, or they just left it at the rock?
Yeah, well, it's right.
The old cobblestone. That's their Allah basically. And they're not even being a good Muslim if they don't make a pilgrimage to that at least once in a lifetime. Hey, we're all laughing, but it's the truth. I'm not saying nothing. I ain't saying nothing that's a lie. Go ahead, Cabal.
They have to go all the way to wherever that rock is.
Mecca. In Saudi Arabia, yeah.
Walk around it.
Yeah. Walk around it, they kiss it, they fondle it, they make love to it. Sounds insane, but they actually do it. I'm not saying anything that's a lie. There is video proof of it. Go ahead.
This is wow. There's really a whole religion dedicated to worshiping a rock. It's not a joke.
And the messed up part is, if you call them on it and tell them it's idol worship, they will fight you tooth and nail on it. Not only our people, just for kicks, we'll do it with Arabs. You know what I'm saying? And we'll tell them that's idol worship. We do not worship an idol. And yet they will fight us and tell us it's not idol worship. Let me ask y'all something. Let me see. Let me present this another way, because I know y'all weren't around for the show What's Happening. That's more, somebody old as me. And I'm the oldest brother in this room right now. I know I am. Let's try it this way. I tell y'all that God is a head of lettuce. And y'all kneel to the head of lettuce and pray. Is that idol worship? Yes or no? That's an old What's Happening episode. They had one of the stars of the show doing that. But it's literally, a person who's a Muslim can't laugh at that, because that's literally what they do. They take a plane. Brothers that are Muslim and ain't serious. They will take a plane ride. Do me a favor, Brother Charles. Ask Google, how long is a plane ride from Dallas to Mecca? We'll just use our city, just for the point of bringing out this point real quick. Poe Trooper Lahab Karash about to be sick hearing this. That's why he's leaving. You want another cup? You want another cup?
But the effort you gotta go through to book the flight, plan the trip, save the money.
Yeah.
Flight.
So it's approximately 7,772 miles.
No, time. I'm looking for time. How much time the flight?
Flight time, total travel time typically ranges from 18 to 23 hours.
18 to 23 hours, almost an entire day. Yeah. Just to go out there, go to Mecca, find the Kaaba rock, and kneel before it. Well, walk around it however many times they say in their religion. Kneel before it, go hug it and go kiss it and fondle it and everything else. And yet you can't call them an idol worship. But that's just in Dallas, depending on where you are in the world. If you a serious Muslim, you got to do that at least once a lifetime. At least. It's what they call their Hajj, basically. Even Malcolm X, when he was in that nonsense, he made it. He did it once. Go ahead, Lahab. That's the mystery right there. If it's not idol worship, because it is, we all on the We all have eyes and we know idol worship when we see it, and we know that's idol worship. Same as the Christians, they're idol worshipers too. And one thing they all have in common is they hate to be called out for it. Go ahead, Cabal.
I was gonna say that over there in Mexico and Central America, they have a crazy. It's something like that where they'll put like a big cross with a white Jesus, and they'll walk around in the streets. It would be usually when they have that forget that thing that the Catholics celebrate when Jesus, the white Jesus died or whatever. So they'll celebrate that, and then sometimes they'll even whip themselves with like stuff. It would be like crazy.
Yeah, I've seen that. They'll have one clown with a cross tied to him, and then he'll walk in the street and somebody will be whooping his ass with a whip. Is that what I'm talking about?
Yeah, they'll hit themselves with also. They'll beat themselves, and they'll be on their knees also.
Crazy. Because Christ's last few steps, that's what he had, the cross on his back. You read that in the scriptures. Had the cross on his back before, and then he got nailed to it, and then everything else that happened with it. The crown of thorns put on him, cut his garments, speared him to where he's bleeding and everything. Yeah, the Romans did all that to kill him, but it was prophesied it would happen. Hell, it can be mockery or idol worship. Because I'm assuming when they do it, Christ is white, right? That's a mockery and a blasphemy in and of itself. And then just the part where they're being whipped, if they're whipping themselves, it's definitely a mockery. Because the scriptures say, take up Christ's cross. And what that basically is take up the burdens he took up. Not go out there in the streets and mock him by tying a cross to yourself and then whipping yourself. Go ahead, Brother Charles. You done with that, all right?
I did a question. So, in Islam, it's like the Trinity, like Allah, the cobblestone, and then Muhammad.
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't even think they're Trinitarians, but
That sounds like some BDSM stuff.
What you done? Yeah. Con. That's exactly what it sounds like. Because I can assure you, Howard Shah wasn't whipping himself. I can assure you of that.
That type of freaky.
But all of it goes into mockery and all of it goes into idol worship. It's just attributed. When you try to bring that up to a Christian or a Catholic or a Muslim, they're going to fight you on it and say that they're not worshiping anything when they are. They are. If you're a Catholic or a Christian, you are worshiping a man. And nowhere near the right man at that. Worshiping the damn Edomites. You got the mark of the beast, you living as they live. Go ahead.
I just had this conversation with my coworker, I want to say yesterday actually, where he was saying he's Christian and his brother raised him Christian, basically. I was telling
him his brother raised him?
His mother.
His mother, okay.
And I was telling him how Christianity, everything they do, none of it's even supported by scripture. And he was like, and he asked me for examples. So I brought up, okay, you celebrate Christmas? He's like, yeah, I celebrate Christmas. I'm like, that's a Roman holiday. That's a pagan holiday to worship the winter solstice and the goddess Saturnalia. I'm like, you worship Easter? Like, yeah. I mean, you celebrate Easter? Yeah, I celebrate Easter. That's a holiday to worship the goddess of fertility. That's why you got the rabbit and the eggs. These are symbols of fertility.
Yeah.
I'm like, now show me this in the Bible. You can't do it. So I told him, I'm like, now ask yourself this question. This is a very important question. If most of these customs and holidays that the Christianity celebrates is nowhere in the Bible, and in fact worships other gods, who are you really worshiping?
What did he say?
No, he didn't answer the question. But I just told him that's a question to kind of reflect, ask himself. Because like you claim to be Christian, follower of Christ, right? But none of this has nothing to do with the Bible, and none of it is nothing that Christ did. So who are you really worship? You gotta ask yourself.
Y'all Y'all give it up for Officer Mapatazar standing 10 toes down on the truth even when he is slavery. Now, don't get yourself fired for scaring your Israelite coworkers who were still in darkness. But at the same time, that's excellent that you standing on truth, even at your slavery. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we ain't got to worry about Officer Mapatazar. He's raised up in this. He's 10 toes down in this. You know what I'm saying? Father and mother keep commandments. He's all the way raised up in this. He's powerful priest in the making. We're in verse 28 now. Let's go ahead and get verse 28. Deuteronomy 9 and 28. Pun, Aratazah, Ashar, Yataza'ah, Amar, Shum, Yahweh, Yakal, Baliah, Yakal, Bawa'ah, Al, Aratazah, Ashar, Debar, Laham, Shana'ah, Atah, Yataza'ah, Mawath, Madabar.
So, Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 9, verse 28 in English. Lest the land whence thou broughtest us out say, because the Lord was not able to bring them into the land which he promised them, and because he hated them, he hath brought them out to slay them in the wilderness.
In other words, he didn't get us out of captivity in Egypt just to kill us all in the wilderness. He had a land poured milk, full of milk and honey, which of course that's a allegory for it's rich land with rich soil, lots of mineral wealth, a lot you can do with this land, to be rich. Got that waiting on us, but we got to be in the right spirit. Sister Cerise says she wish she raised her kids in this too. Well, the time is now, sis. Just make sure that they come to class with you. We'll get them there. But the Most High gave us a land with rich and honey, and he didn't want us to still be dealing with all the bad habits we were dealing with in Egypt. Because everything we were learning in Egypt was wickedness. Bull worship. What else were the ancient Egyptians doing? Did I already tell y'all about them putting alligator doo-doo in their wife's vagina just as a form of birth control? I didn't tell y'all about that one. Somebody remind me later on today when y'all give me a call today. Remind me to show y'all that it's an archaeological dig they found up there in Egypt, going into into their scroll or their writings. That was something they did for birth control. Put crocodile feces and glue and blood in their wife's vagina as a form of birth control. Now,
I was going to say.
Or don't screw at all. You know what I'm saying? Just why would you? I ain't gonna say what I want to say because we still on the air or what have you. But that's one of many things. The Lord obviously don't want you doing that. Incest was heavy with the Egyptians too. Real here. Go ahead, hot design. Gone. Yeah. Big time inbreeding. In fact, I think Horus's wife was his sister, if I ain't mistaken. But now, that was just some of the disgustingness that Egyptians were doing, and our people didn't, and the Most High didn't want us wrapped up in that. Period.
They get this pull.
We so simple as niggas. We just, I mean, I don't want to say simple. We practical. You know what I'm saying? You don't want no baby and the birth control. They didn't invent condoms back then, so you couldn't wear lambskin. So yeah, just do like what did he do in Genesis 9? That guy yeah, he spilled the seed on the ground. What was the brother? Onan, it was his name. Yeah. Now the Lord killed him for that because the Lord told him to put that seed inside your brother's wife, since your brother's now dead, and you marry her. You act as a husband to her. So when he pulled out, that was defying the Lord. That's why the Lord killed him for it. But nothing stopping the nations or even other Israelites. They don't have a baby right now. Just like the brother say, pull out.
But Salagi, I got a question.
Go for it.
I know you might not know the answer to this per se, but
Give me a shot.
like what made how do you even know that works, right? Like what made you like try that? Right. You know what I'm saying?
Here's practical me. I'm not sticking my rod or anything else in a vagina with doo-doo in it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh God. So that's why I asked, like, what made you like the fact that you know
I don't hit women. But if a woman came to me wanting me to make love and she's got doo-doo in her damn vagina, I'm like, bitch, get the fuck out of here.
So do you
Get the hell out my bed, get the hell out my house. You need to be with Tony and Pookie or whoever, and the rest of them F-boys who just get a piece of ass and don't care where it came from. That's where you need to be. You don't mess with me.
That's sick, bro.
Super sick. Even for its time, that's sick.
I'm saying that's sick. Yeah. You take off the garment, get to work.
Let's get this. We're gonna get this last verse, and then we're gonna go ahead and wrap the Sabbath service. Deuteronomy 9:29. By the way, I hope I don't ruin you all's lunch or dinner with this bit of information. Just know that it's all true. It all happened. Sister Paras say Mirah. What does Mirah mean? Bro, that's a good patois right there. What does Mirah mean?
It's like oh my God, or hell no. It's like
I'm expecting Ross Clyde or some shit. Because Paraz a Benjamite, so. Fire upon them. Shit. Bonfire. Let's go on there and get this last verse so we can pray out. Go ahead. Deuteronomy 9:29. Ham, Ain, Nakala, Ashar, Yatazah, Bak, got a wall, Ka, Sarawai, Natah, Zarawai.
This book of Deuteronomy, chapter 9, verse 29 in English. Yet they are thy people and thine inheritance, which thou broughtest out by the mighty power and by thy stretched out arm.
Okay. Because at the end of the day, we were his people, so they gained a little mercy that day, but still they couldn't go into the promised land. The Lord wanted to get rid of that, even that thought of bull worship. So that's why only 2 brothers went in, and the other generation was the generation. I mean, the other hundreds of thousands or millions that went in with them were the children of the previous generation. Because the Lord wanted to do away with idol worship, and the only way he could do it was to make sure that every one of them that praise that idol don't make it. Because they hadn't learned a lesson. They were still going. The Lord wanted to do away with the customs of the Egyptians. How many times do we read Egypt just in that chapter? The Lord wants no part of that with his holy people. Okay, we're going to go ahead and pray out the water for everybody that came and joined us on this Sabbath. Join us next Sabbath as well. Let's go ahead. Face east. Most High's prayer in Hebrew. Abanaw. Shabbat Shemayim. Kodash. Hayah. Shemka. Yahweh. Malakwaka. Taba'ah. Ratazaka. Hayah. Asha. Ba'aratazah. Kawa. Hayah. Bashamayim. Nathalanawa. Lakam. Kal. Iwam. Wasalaklanau. Kabaf Wafnau. Kasalaknau. Kabaf Wafyanau. Wala'ah. Fabayanawa. Anasai 1. Abal. Awashainau. Mayan. Rad. Kayalaka. Amalakwith. Waha'Allah. Wahadha Paraf. Lai Walamyam. Aman.
It's the Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done.
In earth. As it is in heaven.
As it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Give us this day.
Our daily bread.
Our daily bread.
And forgive us our debts.
And forgive us our debts.
As we forgive our debtors.
As we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not.
And lead us not.
Into temptation.
Into temptation.
But deliver us from evil.
But deliver us from evil.
For thine is the kingdom.
For thine is the kingdom.
And the power.
And the power.
And the glory.
And the glory.
Forever so be it.
Forever so be it. Prayer to the power in Hebrew, Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushai. Baba Kashah. Nathalanawa. Hakak. Hakak. Lar Ba'ah. Kal Makalah. Wakal Matawa. Hakak. Latahar Matzarayim. Hakak. Lahakwim. Lamathium. Hakak. Arakawaf. Atamalah. Lakarashan. Ba'ashem Yahushai. The water Aman.
This is prayer to the power in English. Yahweh in the name of Yahushua.
Yahweh in the name of Yahushua.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
The power to heal all manner of sickness.
Power to heal all manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
And all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
Power against unclean spirits.
To cast them out in the name of Yahushua.
To cast them out in the name of Yahushua.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it. With that, I'm going to go ahead and close the service. Say shalom. Keep joining us during the week for our online classes. Any questions, get in contact with the ISUPK camp nearest you. Shalom and Kwam Yashab.
Kwam Yashab.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man, if you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're one